You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Keep your mind sharp. You know what? I was talking with a dear lady friend of mine, and we were talking about getting older and everything, right? And we didn't see it as a bad thing. We saw it as a good thing because the key was not even so much keeping the body straight, but keeping the mind right. You gotta keep your mind right. Seriously, it's as you get older. Really, you need to start when you're young, but as you get older, and it's for my old folks here, you don't necessarily have to have any episodes where you're forgetting things and all of that, right? You got to exercise your mind as well as your body, right? You got to exercise your mind as well as your body. So you need to keep using it. It's like, that's one of the things with the body. You got to keep using it. And the most important thing is keep using the brain, right? Like I was telling my lady friend, I'm like starting to learn basic phrases in Chinese, right? I'm starting to learn basic phrases like si you know, biakute, you know, ni hao. You know, just learning basic stuff. And I thought about it. I said, you know, I should just start trying to learn Chinese, right? And not just to communicate, but to keep my mind sharp, right? Maybe I'll relearn a musical instrument, you know, take a language. You know, I'm thinking about taking some courses at the local community college. Just keep learning. I mean, and that's a natural part of my personality anyway, but I think everybody should do it. They should be forced to think. People should force themselves to think. I mean, it's easy, you know, as you get older to get into like a certain routine that you don't have to think about. You got a job, you got ways you do stuff. You can do it on automatic. In fact, most of us, including myself, there's some things we're going to do as automatic. I've noticed I could drive certain places and my mind to be someplace else, but everything is sharp, right? But then sometimes to switch that up, if I'm going someplace, I might like go a different direction. That way I got to pay attention more. Or I might just go out my way to like a mall or something, you know, just to hang out, you know? Just do something different. It's like I'll pick up books on subjects I'm not as familiar with, or even subjects that I historically was opposed to, just to see a different viewpoint. But what it does is cause the mind to think, right? Keep it sharp. I know some people like, you got some people that do like crossword puzzles and, you know, those find the word type of things in the book. That keeps the mind sharp. And that's very important. That's very important. In fact, that should be an industry. That should really be an industry for people as they get older, especially retirees, because I've seen a lot of people retire and all of a sudden everything just go downhill. You know, all of a sudden they'll put on weight or their mind doesn't get as sharp. That's because they're not doing anything, right? You gotta keep it sharp. You gotta keep your body sharp, which is possible. Keep your mind sharp, which is possible, right? And that's a very important piece, y'all. That's a very important piece because you want to maximize your life. You want to maximize your life, and you know, like I said, this was especially for the people getting older. It don't mean that you're getting worse. You know, little known fact is that you really get a new body every 7 years because of cells dying and cells being created. So gradually, it's like, you know, you could gradually actually get in better shape. You could actually get sharper. In fact, mentally, you should be getting sharper because you got wisdom. And there's so much to learn in the world. That's the thing. There's so much to learn. I don't care who you are. I've talked about this before. I was like, if you think you know everything, can you explain quantum physics in Mandarin? And if you can't, If you can't, that means you got something to learn. You got something to learn. There's so many languages. There's so many cultures. Shoot, you can get into like dancing or something. Get into yoga. Do something. The key is keep your mind sharp. Keep it going. Right? So that's all. I don't have to go too long on it. Just always keep that mantra, right? You can, in fact, you know what? If you have a computer or something, should get a piece of paper, write that down. Keep your mind sharp. Put it someplace where you have to look at it every day, and just work on keeping that mind sharp. All right. So anyway, that's all I got for today. A real quick message. As always, keep rising and transforming. Peace.